Ladies and gentlemen, now for your official introduction, the fighter fighting out of the red corner, weighed in at 66.2. He's 34, stands 5'8". He fights out of SBG Bishop Auckland and hails from Bishop Auckland, Glen, the G-Man, Jardine. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, weighed in at 65.8. He's 24, stands 5'9". He fights out of New Life Gym and hails from Glasgow, Stephen Hulme. Your referee, Mr. Trevor Mitchell.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Almighty Fighting Championships number 22. We kick off the next portion of our card with this amateur featherweight contest. Glen Jardine in the white shorts trimmed with blue, representing SBG Bishop Auckland, taking on New Life's MMA Stephen Hulme in the black Nike Pro shorts. Both these fighters have an amateur record of 2-1. Heavy leg kicks.
Huge leg kicks there from Glen Jardine, but Stephen Hulme not wanting any of them. Got him down straight away.
In straight in, trying to get onto the back.
Look, that was almost a very nice detail that Stephen Hulme nearly pulled off. He was struggling to get his hook in, so he reached around with his hand and then tried to use his hand to pull the hook in to make up for any mobility issues. That was really nicely done there, but Glen Jardine, transitioning nicely here, managed to turn his man.
Throws a few knees into the midsection, dropping down on a single now.
And very low knees, not illegal, but kind of right in that breadbasket where it really, you know, there's not as many strong abdominal muscles there, and it's hard to tense and really absorb the shot.
Almost a little complaint there from Stephen Hulme as that last knee landed. He said he looked to the referee, but again, it's kind of right, as you say, right in the breadbasket, right on the belt.
Right on the line. You know, it's a risk throwing them because obviously, you know, you can make a mistake and go too low, but if you pull it off, looked like maybe a little bit of a fence grab there from one of the fighters. Wasn't sure who though.
Just to keep himself up, and now we've got Stephen Hulme in on the single.
Nice running man position from Glen Jardine.
Yeah, uses the underhook. Very strong.
Very strong.
Turns Hulme back to the cage. Oh.
What's happened here?
Twice he's grabbed the fence. The referee's not having it. Stern warning here now.
No nonsense from the ref. That's what you like to see.
Absolutely, the way it should be. And again, Hulme goes for that body kick, but is caught and deposited to the mat by Glen Jardine. And we have the north and south here.
Interesting position here. Wonder if he's going to regain guard or go for a leg. The risk with going for a leg here, obviously, is that if Glen chooses to put all of his weight down, he can start landing some pretty heavy ground and pound, but
he's certainly looking...
Hulme looking confident here. He looks like he's trying to expose the ankle for potentially a heel hook.
Trying to stay very heavy.
Glen occasionally gripping around the head of Hulme and to use it as an anchor to pull himself in closer so he doesn't get it overextended and his leg become vulnerable.
Looking to try and hammer
Although it's happened now, it's swapped over to the other side. Wonder what he's going to go for here. But now, this is a modern evolution of kind of the leg lock game in MMA, of people not necessarily using it to go for the submission per se, but going for the sweep.
Yep, sweep and transition. Entertaining, high-paced first round. You got to think that Jardine ain't going to get another warning no for a cage grab.
No, sir. But a lot of interesting touches there from both guys. Both guys showed a pretty good skill level, pretty good awareness of the different areas in grappling that they were involved in. As we see here in the replays, very exciting, not very stagnant. Ground stuff, you know, constantly moving. Exactly what you want to see.
Again, the second portion of our card kicks off as entertaining as the entire first portion.
Spoiled, aren't we?
Absolutely, but that's what Almighty Fighting Championships is all about. Cage door set to close. Second of 3 potential 3-minute rounds here in our amateur featherweight division. Glen Jardine fighting out of the red corner, the white shorts trimmed with blue. Stephen Hulme fighting out of the blue corner, the black Nike Pro. Pushing forward with the hands there, Stephen Hulme. Knee to the midsection. And
very nice. Reverse the trip there. Did Glen from Stephen Hulme, who now
again
manages to work onto his back.
Needs to get that hook in. No.
Might be too far around to the side now. Glen Jardine using the cage to scrape his man off his back. Going to try and turn into him. Doing a good job of holding onto the wrist, isolating that arm. And he turns back in. Very nice. Now, even though he's still pressed up against the fence, he's not as at risk of giving his back.
Yeah, he's been able to stop Hulme taking his back 2 or 3 times so far in these 2 rounds. Hulme staying heavy though, pressuring his man up against the cage, not letting Jardine turn him.
But we knew we were going to get this kind of fight, which was mainly grappling orientated. Both their wins have come in the way of submission. Glen Jardine submitting Lucas Glutch and Wes O'Neill. Stephen Hulme submitting Bradley Tedham and Mateusz Winarski.
And I've got to say, great work by Hulme to keep the fight standing and reverse and turn his man up against the cage this time. Now he drops down, tries to get under the hips. He does. Deposits his man to the ground.
Once you have your hands clasped behind the knees of your opponent, it's very hard for the opponent to stay standing. Although it looks like
Jardine doing a good job trying to get his back to the cage, but
trying to wall walk.
Hulme staying sticky, but Jardine gets himself up. But has he given?
Looks so giving up a front headlock position here now.
Oh,
Hulme's got a few different options. I don't know if that...
He's looking to try and crank that neck.
I don't think he had the head position there, no.
But again, looking now, trying to get those hands
If
clasped.
he gets those hands... Oh, he's going to go to a single leg. Lovely. Tries to run the pipe. Jardine does a good job of keeping his knee on the outside of the lead leg of Hulme.
And then using that body weight on to lean on top.
Oh, then now Hulme gets his hands around both legs.
And again, Hulme's on a mission to take the back. He is on a mission to take the back.
Well, he's chaining nicely from one takedown attempt to the other. He doesn't shoot in on one and then just stick with it when it gets defended and then just keep on trying to go for it. When he goes for a single leg, if his opponent defends it, he goes for a trip. If his opponent defends that, he goes for the double leg. He's constantly keeping the opponent guessing with what he's going for, and that's why he's having so much success in the grappling exchanges.
And now look at him digging away to the body, even though Hulme had turned his back to the cage. And that round, much more clear-cut than perhaps the first. Stephen Hulme seems to be on the ascension at the moment.
Well, as you say, it was very competitive in the first round, but as a fight wears on, your conditioning starts to play a much larger role in it, and then we can see where the differences are really between the two fighters in terms of have they got the gas tank to go the distance. And it looks like, you know, Glen Jardine is in great shape, but maybe Stephen Hulme, he's obviously game planned to have a very wrestling heavy fight tonight. So he would have prepared adequately.
Absolutely, and you know, if you're looking at things like body language, Hulme refusing to take a stool.
Yeah, Glen Jardine breathing a little bit heavier out of the two fighters at the moment, but he's opened up with big leg kicks to start each round so far, so let's see if he goes for that investment again at the beginning of the third.
Well, the cage door is closed, this is it.
No doubt what we know the game plan for Hulme is going to be.
Oh, nice knee up the middle. And you were right, he opened straight away with that low leg kick to Glen Jardine.
Well, that's the problem really, is he's made himself a little predictable at the beginning of these rounds because, you know, Glen can kind of bank on that he's going to be throwing that leg kick and then he shoots on the leg kick.
Finally able to get at least one hook in, but again...
I mean, neither man is a slouch on the ground. I mean, Glen obviously knows what he's doing. He's been able to keep Hulme off his back, or at least stopping him from getting both hooks in for most of the fight. But so long as you're on top or you have your opponent's back like this, in the eyes of the judges, you're winning.
Yeah, you're winning the fight, but a good scramble there.
And now Jardine gets the front headlock position. What is he going to do with this? Is he going to look to take his opponent's back, snap him down?
Knee,
goes
tried
for
to
big
throw
knees
knee
to the body.
We like that. Tries to land another knee up into that breadbasket, into the abdomen. He's leaning heavy.
That was a nice glancing knee he kind of went for across the front thigh of his opponent there. You don't see a lot of that. Another knee to the thigh.
Oh, but
nice knees to the body there from Hulme.
And Hulme,
Turned
again,
his man.
never panicked. When Jardine was on his neck, didn't panic.
And
in
another takedown for Hulme.
Now inside the almost closed guard was Jardine. And Hulme looking to posture up and land some shots, and some of these are starting to get through.
It looks like
going up high with that guard, but Hulme slips out and still continues to chip away.
everything's looking a little bit laboured here from Glen. You know, even that submission attempt just there just looked like it didn't really have the snappiness or the urgency to it. Hulme's really smothered him in this fight, and he's continuing to do so now. Another body knee.
They're trying to get into that side control. Still the knee shield.
In the first round, Jardine was straight back to his feet, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But now, as we say, that fatigue is setting in a little bit. He's been mounted, heavy ground and pound. This could be the end.
Lovely little scramble though, and he goes up, tries to go up high.
But again, he just doesn't seem to have the strength in his legs or his arms to really hold on to any one of Hulme's limbs when he does go for a submission.
No, it's like he's just enough energy to defend. Hulme is picking away now, trying to get that arm. 10 seconds left to go, and a great second 2 rounds by Stephen Hulme.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges score this in favor of your winner. In the blue corner, Stephen Hulme. Please show your appreciation for Glen Jardine.